7th Standard English 3rd term Unit 3 Play Jane Eyre உள்ள book back answer பார்க்கலாம். First warm up. Every child has a right to education, a life free from poverty and protection from abuse. Look at the picture. Discuss in pair and answer. What are the basic human rights? Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, culture and education, right to constitutional remedies. What is education? Education is the process of getting knowledge, skill, values, beliefs and habits. Why do we need education? Education gives us knowledge of the world around us and change it into something better. It helps us build up opinion and have points of view on think in life. Think and answer. How would life be on this planet if some of the human rights are excluded? Life on this planet would become more difficult for the commoners if some of the human rights are excluded. Are there any rights you would still like to add to human rights? I would like to add the right to own your think, freedom of thought and expression, right to society, social security and right to play to the human right list. Page number 143 la discuss and answer. Why does Jane want to go to school or learn anything in the first place? Jane wants to learn life's lessons that shape her character as an adult. Why does education become such an important issue for her as a child? Education became such an important issue for Jane because education takes place for every single one of her emotional and physical needs: food, shelter, family and friendship. What does Jane's education at Lowood prepare her to do? Jane's education at Lowood prepare her to understood the world in terms of teacher-students relationship. Read the list of the words, write down the words related to those words. Create a map using graphic, organize and discuss the group one done for you. Building, architecture, construction. Architecture வந்து design, structure. Designல வந்து plan, pattern. Structureல வந்து network, setup. Construction, house, factory. House வந்து ceiling, rooms, factory, machines, manufacture. Garden, gardener, plants. Watering, caretaker. Watering hose, spray. Caretaker, curter, guardian, plants. Ferns, roots, ferns. Boston, staff room. Roots, carrot, beetroot. Teacher. D. Look at the list of the words, read the instruction and make vocabulary frame. The teacher noticed the boy had a tattoo on his hand. Expose, keep off sight, hide. Don't hide your fault. Agreeing, angry argument. Quarreling, they are quarreling over the issue of water. Syllable, fill in the table monosyllabic, disyllabic, trisyllabic words from the play. Jane Eyre. Monosyllabic words: 10 leaves, ant, book. Disyllabic words: servant, cousin, parents, frightful. Trisyllabic words: dependent, quarreling, gentleman, collapse. Floor, throw, beg, drop, blood, lock, red room. இதெல்லாம் monosyllabic. Notice, morning, myself, picture, furry, shocking, appear, matter. இது வந்து disyllabic. அடுத்து trisyllabic வந்து horrible, incident, monitors, charity, infection, probably, neglected, tomorrow. அடுத்தது வந்து D, true or false. First one வந்து true, second one false, third one true, fourth one true, fifth one false, sixth one true, seventh one false. Imagine that flow or sum the painting of Jane Eyre. Discuss with your partner and describe the painting. The painting of a tree with white flowers look beautiful. The colors used to paint is fantastic. When we look at, we feel joy in our hearts. The painting of greenery everywhere with colorful flowers look beautiful. The scenery with some trees and lonely house between the trees look amazing. The painting of snow-covered mountain with a hut on top of a raised area in fantastic. It saw has some pine trees and a path leading to the hut. The painting snow clearly a huge boat with some fishermen getting ready to go to the sea. The blue boat with colorful sails looked like a real photo. Put students into group of 3 and let them act as Jan. Student 1. I am Jan. As my parents died, I have to live with my uncle and aunt Mr. Reed in a town called Gateshead. My 3 cousins Eliza, John and Georgiana ill treated me. After my uncle's death, my aunt did not look after me as her doctor. She always locked up me in red room. Besides, the maid had to listen to my aunt and did as was told my her. My aunt wrote a letter to Mr. Brockhurst and sent me a Lawwood. Student 2. At Lawwood, I met Miss Muller and Miss Temple then put me in the 4th form. Then I got new companion Helen Burns, who told me that their school was charity school for the orphans. But after some time, Helen got ill and passed away, leaving me alone in Lowood. I spent 8 years in school, 6 years in a student and 2 years as a teacher. I want liberty, so I advertised in a Herald for situation. A week later, I received a letter from Mrs. Fairfax Thornfield for a job. Student number 3. The Richard Thornfield I was asked to teach Miss Adela. She was Mr. Roche's word. I liked Thornfield very much. I told Adela that I would teach about nature, animals and flowers. We can study all we can visit books. I believe the arts is window of the soul. So I started teaching Adela and let me new life in Thornfield. After this, decided who is unhappiest of the 3 Jans. The unhappiest of 3 Jans, Jan, who lived is Mr. Reed and Gateshead. Read the story and fill in the grid tricking by character quality. A person should always be kind, self-disciplined and friendly to others. Arrange the jumbled sentence with a paragraph. Use your conjunctions. First one is Jane Eyre is an orphan. Second one is she lives with the aunt Mrs. Reed. Third one is Jane uncle Mr. Reed liked Jane but he died. Fourth one is Mr. Reed does not like Jane because Jane is not her daughter. அடுத்தது வந்து fifth one, he makes Mr. Reed promise to take care of Jane but instead she sent Jack. அடுத்தது வந்து சிக்ஸ்த் ஒன், அடுத்து 7th, 8th, 9th அதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து பேராகிராஃபாக எழுதிக்கலாம். ரீட் சீன். டிஸ்கஸ் யுவர் பார்ட்னர் அண்ட் மிஸ்டர் ரீட் மைட் ரைட் அபவுட் Jane letter to owner school. Now complete the letter to Mr. Brockhurst. Dear sir, I understood that you have school for the orphans. My niece Mr. Jane Eyre, who is 10 years old, she is an orphan. She lost her parents. I am finding it's difficult to bring her up here, so I request you to admit her your charity institution. If you permit to take care, I will send her to Lord. Thank you. Yours sincerely. Read the passage of chosen between a little, a lot of, a few, fewer, many, much to fill the gap. First one, the few people, many new phones, a lot of people, fewer engineer, much money, a little time, a lot of patience, you need few. Okay, read the lines of Harish. Write sentence using the present perfect tense. Harish has been born in Madurai in 1971. Harish and his family have moved to Chennai in 1976. In 1993, Harish has finished college and started working in Indian Oil. In 1996, Harish has been promoted as a manager at Indian Oil. Fifth one, Harish has met Amina. In 1997, Harish and Amina have got married in 2000. They have got a child in 2000. Read the following passage and fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. Answer வந்து I had, seek, seen. I had saved. அடுத்தது வந்து I had, beக்கு வந்து been. Study, have studied. Tour, had toured. Had seen. Look at the picture and write the sentence using prepositions. Where is the rabbit? First one, the rabbit is in front of the bag. The rabbit is behind the bag. The rabbit is under the bag. The rabbit inside the bag. The rabbit is on the bag. The rabbit is between two bags. The rabbit is near the bag. The rabbit are running around the bag. Comparative and superlative survey. Answer the question below. Write the answer in second of column in the table. அடுத்தது ஓ சப்டிஷனுக்கான ஆன்சர். I am younger than Veena. Vinay is older than me. Reena gets earlier than Lata. My bicycle is the most attractive one. Lata home is the nearest one to the school. Jan is the youngest in her class. Read the following article about the amazing similarity between the associate John Abraham Lincoln. Then underline the passive. இதில் உள்ள passive form underline பண்ணுறோம். as passive form மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். Was elected. Second one was selected. Third one were concerned. Fourth one. Fifth one was shout. Sixth one was shoot. Seventh one was called. Eighth one was assassinately. Ninth one was succeed. 10th one was born. 11th one was born. 12th one was born. 12th one was born. 13th வந்து were known or composed. 13th one. 14th வந்து was shoot. 15th one was scotch. 16th one was assassinated. அடுத்து change the following into direct answer மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். John said to Bestie, I'll hide myself in the library with uncle, read book. John said to Jane, come here when I call you. Third one, Elisa said to Jane, what are you reading now? Fourth one, Mrs. Reed said to Bess, take care, away to the red room and lock her in there. Fifth one, Miss Temple said to Jane, can you read and write? Sixth one, Miss Miller said to the Miss Temple, where shall I put Jan? Seventh one, Jan said to Helen, why do they call in institution? Eighth one, Helen asked Jan, why have you come here? Ninth one, Jan asked Mr. Fairfax, shall I have the pleasure of seeing Miss Fairfax tonight? Tenth one, Miss Adela said to Jan, I can sing and dance also. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.